Hello everyone, it's me Luthfia. Today we are going to learn about writing. Before we go further, let's take a look on the variables of the first literacies, second handwriting, the third spelling, the fourth layout and punctuation, the fifth text construction. Now let's move to some approaches that the teacher can apply in teaching writing. Here we will discuss three approaches: product approach, process approach, and assembly approach. Let's start with the product approach. So product approach is an approach that emphasizes on the product of the writing. This is traditional approach in which the students are encouraged to mimic a model of the text. There are four stages of product approach: familiarization, controlled writing, guided writing, and free writing. Let's move to the second approach. It's called process approach. So process approach is an approach of teaching writing that emphasizes on the process of the writing. It tends to focus more on the varied classroom activities which promote the development of the language use, such as brainstorming, group discussion, rewriting, and etc. There are four stages in process approach. The first is planning. In planning stage, the teacher will ask the student to consider about three things. The first is the writing goal. Second is the target reader or the target audience. And the third is the structure of the text. After doing or after making a plan, the student will go to the second stage, which called drafting. In drafting, the teacher asks the student to start write about the topic that they have chosen. After finishing drafting, the student will go to the third stage, which called editing. So, the student finishing the drafting, the student has to reread the text and ask the other student to give comment or suggestion. After that, the student should edit their writing according to the comment or the suggestion. After the editing, the students can go to the last stage of process approach, which is called final version. So in the final version, the student can publish their writing work. The third approach that the teacher can apply in the writing class is genre approach. So genre approach is an approach of teaching writing that focuses on language and discourse features of text, as well as the context in which the text is produced. So there are two stages of genre approach. The first, the students see many different examples of text from the same genre. And the second stage is the student to analysis of genre writing. Let's move to the next topic that is about creative writing. So what is creative writing? So creative writing is a form of writing in which creativity is at the forefront of its purpose through using imagination, creativity, and innovation in order to tell the story through strong written visual with an emotional impact. The example of creating creative writing are novel, short stories, poetry, plays or TV scripts, and creative nonfiction such as essay, memoirs, and autobiographies. So, what are the roles of the teacher in the writing class? There are three roles of the teachers in the writing class. The first is motivator. So, in the writing classroom, the teacher should motivate the student in writing, creating the right condition for generating ideas, persuading the student of the usefulness of the activity, and encourage the student to make as much effort as possible for maximum benefit. The second is resources. So the teacher should become the resourcer of the student. The teacher should be ready to supply information and language when necessary. The teacher should be available to assist the student in writing and checking the student progress in writing. The third is feedback provider. Besides become motivator and resourcer, the teacher should become feedback provider to the student. So after the student finish the writing process, the teacher should give feedback to the student's writing work. And let's take a look on the simulation of the teaching writing in the classroom. So imagine that we will teach lower intermediate students and the activity is creative writing. The aim of this activity is the student will be able to write poem. So what are the stage? Let's discuss about it. First, the teacher shows some pictures of famous buildings, statues, landscape, and monuments to the students. After that, the teacher can ask the student to focus on one of the places. The teacher should tell the student that they are going to think about what the place. So the student should choose one place and they have to think about that place. After that, the teacher write the following sentence prompt on the board and elicit examples of ways in which they could be complete. This is the example of sentence prompt. Then divide the class into small groups. Ask each group to choose one of the buildings monuments that the teacher showed them. The group should write a poem based on the monuments that they choose. When the students have finished in making poems, in writing poems, ask the student to read or show the poem without a title. Of course, in front of the class, so the other student can guess what the monument is. So this is the example. I have seen camels and then cats. I have seen slaves and then princes. I have seen stone and then marbles. I have seen life and death. Can you guess what the place is it, guys? So that's it about writing. If you have any question or comment, you can drop it in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Goodbye.